Brandon, he Sneeko said that about him, and Brandon kind of had like a whole thing, and like they like went to war. Well, Brandon did actually, Sneeko never really provided any receipts for that, and I think Brandon took that pretty seriously. I don't know much about Brandon. I just watched him online over the last like 8 months, but it looked like he took that really seriously, and it was kind of ugly. But that's just an example of how Sneeko was beefing from all sides, literally everywhere. They clipped his wings, and you know what? Like he kind of like you kind of fuck around and you find out on YouTube. You fuck around, you find out. You know when you're fucking around. I know when I'm fucking around. There's sometimes I say things here and I'm like, I don't know if I should have said that. He pushed that, and he pushed it really hard, and then and he found out. Is that mental hospital stay true, by the way? Zach put that there because I always wondered. How do you know?
Sorry, yeah.
What I don't know the context, and I can see the chat. I'm sure the audience is lost. Who stayed in a mental hospital?
Brandon uploaded a video from a mental hospital being like, I asked for a weighted blanket. They said they didn't have weighted blankets. Why would they lie to me? And so I broke into someone's room, and what did I find there? A weighted blanket. So why did they lie to me about it? And he's like in a hospital gown, and he's got like the bracelet, and he's in the hospital gown, and he's like in a mental hospital. Now people are like, mental, but and I'm so sorry. I'm not going to discount it at all. I don't know anything. I really don't know. All I know is what people show me online. So I'm not saying anything. But I sat there, and he's training for a boxing match. So I'm like, Sam Hyde. It's a fake mental hospital stay because Brandon's going to be boxing Ice Poseidon. Are you guys not caught up on this? You know,
no
Ice Poseidon
way.
is boxing like next month. You know how hyped I am that Ice Poseidon and Brandon Buckingham are boxing each other.
Ice Poseidon does the arms thing.
It was a setup.
If it's true, all I imagine then that Ice Poseidon, Keemstar and Fuzi are going to pull up to the hospital posing as Brandon's guardians, and they're going to take him out and bring him to fight Ice Poseidon. And they're not the main event. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, that's the main event shit right there. I told Ice Poseidon to come stay at my house and train with me because I heard Brandon was training with Sam. So I called up Ice Poseidon. I called up Ice Poseidon. I was like, yo, Brandon's training with Sam. It'd be so funny. It'll be like anime vibes. Why don't you come train with me? I know his secrets. I know what he's going to do to Brandon. Brandon will fuck you up. You should come train with me. And Ice Poseidon's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, so come and you could stay at my place. And I was gonna train with him, and I have a coach here as well, and we were gonna go. I was gonna drive him to the gym, and it was gonna be so funny and crazy. Ice Poseidon's in my fucking basement. Ice Poseidon shows up to train with me. Stays in my downstairs room. Okay. The first night he comes in at night, I'm like, here's your room. Oh, yeah, he's tired. He goes to bed. I'm like, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll go training. I wake up tomorrow morning to go training. He's gone. His boxing equipment is gone. He comes back at 11 p.m. I don't know where he was. I don't know what training he did. It's going to sound like weird. I swear he looked stronger. And every single day that he was here, he left before I woke up, and he came home around bedtime, and he looked stronger.
What?
It was working.
It's just, and I'm just like, what could I say? What could I say about this? This is Ice Poseidon. Like, I've seen this before. I've seen all the shows. Like, I'm going to tell him. What am I going to tell him? What am I going to say to him? So he used this place. I didn't get to train with him. I have no idea how he fights. But if you're telling me like Brandon was like training with Sam, he's been through a lot of like mental turmoil. This sounds like a very fascinating boxing match to me. Big time. And I think I'm going to go to Austin to watch it. I think I'm going to do it. And I was going to be on this card. This is one of the cards I got offered $150K to be on. And I said, no, I said, if I box again, I guess I'll do it for free again for charity.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. And they say, and you know what? Kanye says all Jews are greedy, doesn't he?
So what's
so Kanye, if you're listening right now,
he is.
What do you say about that?
He said he's not a gay fish.
I'm not. I'm tempted to jump in as Kanye and say something awful, but that just doesn't seem like the smartest move.